And we say good morning to you. We are broadcasting live on the road again. Traffic is nuts, as usual. So, anyway, we're here, ready to bring it to you. I'm glad that you are with us. Wherever you may be, as late rushing the ball to say across the fruited plain, we're here, ready to go, and we're excited about being here again at Food City on a Food City Friday. Shannon's going to join us coming up here, coming out of the chute, right out of the, tell you what's going on in the Bakery Deli this weekend. Hard to believe, the final weekend of April. You believe that? May is right around the corner. Baseball today, weather permitting, 5:15 or 5:10 airtime, 5:30 first pitch at senior night. The Cyclones and the West Green Buffaloes, good baseball team. They're 18-5. Cyclones are 18-10. Should be a good baseball game if we can get it in for senior night. We'll be honoring 5 seniors for our Cyclone baseball team. We'll see if we can get it going. We got lots to talk about. Shannon's going to join us coming up here first. Let her do her thing. She's going to, oh, yeah. She'll spend my money. I can see it already. Dadgum her hide. She's brought some things in there she knows I'm going to buy because I do that. I love Food City. Deals for Days is what we've got right here. We'll talk about the NFL draft. I'm not sure why one guy's dominating the entire talk. He didn't get drafted last night. It's like Shedeur Sanders, I've heard it pronounced both ways, has not been drafted yet. It's like, it's like, I don't get this. He's overrated. Obviously, if he wasn't, they would have taken him in the first round. They took Cam Ward in the first round, the Titans did, so not sure why he's getting all the publicity. So anyway, we got Ashton Jeanty, the running back the Raiders did, so we'll see how that goes. Rounds 2 and 3 tonight, and so the NFL draft, but again, Mr. Sanders has been just a buzz that nobody picked him. There's a reason, there's 32 teams, there's a reason why they didn't pick him. Now, you can slice and dice any way you want to. I know it's Deion's kid and all that, but at the end of the day, if you're up for a job and you have 32 people that can hire you, in essence, and they don't, there's something that you got to sit down and go, okay, why did they not hire him? And why did I get him? Somebody will get him today or tomorrow, I guess. So, anyway, rounds 2 and 3 in the NFL draft coming up. NBA, National Hockey League, Major League Baseball, high school sports, got it all for you. All right here. There's Brian Williams. Right there. Hello, ma'am. How are you? Look at him. Old Brian. He's a dandy right there now. He's got that boy named Mason. He's a jewel. All right, let's get it going. National anthem. Shannon's here out of the Bakery Deli to get it started. Everyone jump in. Kentucky's done something. Now, I've told you, every show, seems like every day in college sports, there's something, a new twist. And today's a new twist. University of Kentucky's got a new twist going. Will it become the norm? I'm thinking it will be. She has destroyed my set. She's dropped things, kicked it over. I love it. So here she is. Faith Hill National Anthem. We'll jump in and talk to Shannon out of the Baker Deli on show number 2275 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts
Look who showed up. I appreciate that. I think I do it because I'll see how much she's going to take my money out of my pocket. Hello, young lady. How are you?
Just fine. You doing all right?
Oh, yes. Love this lady. Does a great job. Put her right here. She's my buddy. Bakery Deli, Bakery Deli deals for days. And we'll jump in and talk about a lot of sports. Hello, Denise Lane. How you doing, lady? Thank you for watching. She would be in Kingsport. Rick Ranson is in Pensacola. Rick, what's the weather like today in Pensacola? There you go. Rick Walter's going to join us coming up here in a few minutes, too. All right, so we got out of the Bakery Deli. Here we go. Where do we start, dear?
We have our Italian bread is on sale this week for $3.99 a loaf.
Italian bread, $3.99 a loaf. Look at this.
Baked fresh in the deli every day.
Every day, $3.99.
Can't beat it.
No.
And that's the same thing that we make our garlic bread out of with our garlic spread.
Right. Okay.
Then we have our turnovers is on sale this week. $4.99 for a 4-pack. That's the apple. These are the cherry.
I don't like her. She knows. Do I want apple or cherry? Which one do you think I want?
I like cherry.
Okay. So, but these are how much?
$4.99.
$4.99 the Bakery Day. By the way, everything we're talking about is good at all Food Cities. 153 stores now, I think I was told. So, growing by leaps and bounds in Alabama. Cannot open them up fast enough in Alabama. So, we're really growing. This chain is in 5 states now. But everything we're talking about will be good in any Food City that you'll shop at today and tomorrow. So, deals for days, $4.99 there. All right. What else we got, dear?
Our fudge is on sale.
Lord.
$7.99 a pound.
$7.99.
We have chocolate. We have peanut butter. We have, we've got different flavors that you can get at any of the stores, and it just depends on how busy they are as to what varieties you'll have. We've got about 6 or 8 different varieties.
Awesome. And it
Cookies
goes
and cream,
peanut butter. What else? Chocolate, of course.
Yeah, the chocolate, and there is a salted caramel that we do that's really good. So
Love it. Love it, love it, love
and
it.
then around the holidays, we've got like different flavors that comes out at the holidays too.
There's our store manager, Annalise. Wave at us, Annalise. They can't see you.
And today and tomorrow only,
Yep.
chocolate chip cookies
Mm.
only, $2.99 for a pack, $3.99 a pack.
$3.99. So, all right, I'm getting one of the two. Which do I want, the turnovers or the cookies? I'm thinking the cookies because I can dunk them in milk.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right.
Saw me the cookies. All right.
Now,
oh gosh, I've had these.
Panera
These are,
soups.
oh, these are excellent.
They are on sale. Normally they're $6.99 a piece, and we've got them on sale. And each store carries certain varieties, but there's like 6 or 8 different varieties that the store carries. We carry 7 ourselves, and they are on sale this week, 2 for $9.
2 for
so
$9.
that's like $1.50 off per soup.
So can you microwave them right inside this? You got to put it in a
Yes.
bowl.
The directions are on the back side of the container on how to heat them in the microwave. It even tells you how to heat them stovetop if you don't have a microwave.
But you can use it in this.
You can use it right straight out of that.
All right. Baked potato. All right. How much? 2 for $9, is that right?
2 for $9. Normally $6.99.
Chicken tortilla. Rick says mid-80s and cloudy in Pensacola today. Creamy tomato. We got baseball today, but don't get rained out. Senior night. We'll go in there at 5:10 if we get it. New England clam chowder from Panera Bread in Food City. All right. And this one is chicken noodle. 2 for $9. And so you put this actual container in the microwave with the lid on and lid off of it.
Lid off of it, and they are sealed. They do
Okay.
have their own seal inside, and you may have to vent it to heat it in the microwave. In fact, it tells you to remove the lid and the film from the cup when you stick it in the microwave.
There you go. But you talking about a ready-made meal for $4.50?
And they're really good.
Oh, they are good. Yes, from Panera Bread. These are at all Food Cities. They're here all the time. We just got them on sale right now.
Yep.
This is lobster bisque. If we get this game in tonight, that may be dinner if I get home. Lobster bisque. Oh, that's good stuff right there. New England style bisque of sweet lobster. What's that say? Simmered in a silky combination of light cream, cherry wine, and butter. Woo, doggies, look there. 2 for $9. You may want to set that over on the side too. And broccoli cheddar. Now, I'm gonna be buzzing around today. Do I need to refrigerate that immediately? How will it go bad in my car?
Depends
come
on how
back
warm it's going to get in your car. I'd probably wait on it.
Wait and come back after the game and get it.
Come back after the game, I
All
would
right.
suggest.
Broccoli cheddar. These are 2 for $9 at all Food Cities today and tomorrow.
You're
So,
just going to have to start bringing you a little small cooler to put in your car.
well, that's true.
We'll give you ice to put in it so you can keep stuff cold.
Absolutely. She's always thinking for me. God bless her.
Now,
So,
our half pies are on sale this week for $5. And if you look, you can see the fruit inside
I'm
these
gonna show
things.
them. Look at this.
That's the peach.
Look at that, folks. They don't scrimp. They put fruit in there. A half a peach pie,
That's an apple.
apple pie.
Now, we do also have an apple Dutch that you
Okay.
can get. It's got the crumb topping on top.
Mhm.
And it's got just as many apples in it as the regular apple does. That's the cherry.
How much are these again?
$5 this week.
Look at this, folks. Look at all the cherries in there. Little scoop of ice cream on that.
And this one, the sticker may say strawberry, but we can't get a strawberry rhubarb sticker. But this is actually a strawberry rhubarb pie.
Strawberry rhubarb pie right here. $5 at all Food Cities. Lisa Baker says, "Oh, yum, you got it. Good stuff."
There's blueberry.
And there's your blueberry. Look at that. So you wonder, when you get a half a pie, is there anything inside the pie? I think that would probably answer that question for you.
Oh, yeah.
It's awesome. So,
And they're really good. You can heat them up in the microwave for about 30 seconds, throw you a big scoop of vanilla ice cream on top.
make a bulldog break his chain right there. That's
I'm
good
telling
stuff.
you.
That is good.
Now, we also have our Dietz and Watson pre-sliced meats and cheeses on sale for $4.99 a pack this week.
Mm.
There's too many varieties for me to bring them over here, but you can get everything, like 5 or 6 different flavors of turkey, 3 or 4 different types of chicken. Any of the meats that we carry in our bistro case that you get sliced, if you don't want to do it that way, they're on sale this week for $4.99.
Mm.
There's like the hot and honey chicken, the buffalo chicken, the applewood turkey, applewood ham. There's black forest ham, black forest turkey. There's a brown turkey, golden brown turkey.
Mm.
I mean, there's all kinds of different flavors. And then we've also got our cheeses. Everything from our American cheddar to jalapeno cayenne, provolone, Swiss.
All on sale.
All on sale for $4.99 a pack.
$4.99 at your local. Now, what's the meal this week?
Meal this week is steak night.
Steak night. All right, let me show that up there to them. $24.99. You get 1 2-pack of certified Angus beef New York strip 12-ounce ribeye, or New York strip or ribeye choice, or a fillet. You get 3 choices of the meat.
Mm-hmm.
You get the New York strip, the ribeye, or the fillet.
And you get 2 steaks in a pack.
You get 2
So
steaks.
it's enough to feed at least 2 people.
All right. 1 2-pack of twice baked potatoes and 1 French baguette. There it is. $24.99 at all Food Cities. Tonight, tomorrow, and
Sunday.
Sunday. There you go. $24.99 steak night. 2 steaks, your choice of ribeye, fillet, or a New York strip. 2-pack of twice baked taters and 1 French baguette loaf of bread for $24.99 at any and all Food Cities. There you go. All
And
right.
the other thing that we've got that everybody needs to know about, Little Debbie's. The bigger packs,
Mhm.
the bigger ones, they're on sale this weekend, today and tomorrow, for $2.99 a pack.
The big box.
The big boxes. It's got the big ones in it.
$2.99. And we got Easter candy out here, almost half price.
It's right around floral, right here, right around the
Little
floor.
Debbie is
Yeah,
right around for $2.99. The big bags.
yeah.
Little Debbie snack cakes.
Fudge rounds,
Mmm. Nutty
Star
Buddies.
Crunch,
Nutty
the
Buddies.
Nutty Buddies, oatmeal pies, the big ones.
Would you bring
$2.99 a pack.
Would you bring a cowboy a $2.99 Little Debbie for me, ma'am?
I will. What flavor?
Nutty Buddy.
You want the Nutty Buddy?
Yes,
we
ma'am.
can do it.
So obviously I have a sweet tooth. I'm getting chocolate chip cookies. I'm getting Nutty Buddies, and then coming back tonight to give me some lobster bisque. Phew, my gosh. I love when she comes over here. She's awesome. You do a great job. She's, of course, in the bakery deli here in Elizabethton. How many ladies got working over there today? Cranking it
Oh,
out.
there's quite a few that's over there cranking out. We got 2 bakers, 3 cake decorators,
Yep.
pizza girl.
Yep. 2 weeks from Sunday is Mother's Day. You guys do a lot for Mom for Mother's Day, don't
We
you?
do, and you can do dinners like we do during the holidays. We don't normally advertise or anything, but if you want to make sure Mom don't have to cook, we've got turkey dinners, ham dinners, you name it. That
That's
comes
awesome.
with everything that you need.
That's awesome.
Just take the box to the house and plop it out, and Mom don't have to do anything.
There you go. Thank you for coming by, dear.
You're welcome.
You're awesome.
Not a problem.
You're my buddy, aren't you?
I sure am.
I think a world of this lady. Does a great job. She said, anytime I can come over here, if I can break free, I want to come promote what's going on. And she did. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Rick Walters is going to join us. Coach Ken Harden's going to join us. We've got a whole stack of sports to go through here, so don't go away. Kentucky's done. They have set the bar. Watch and see what happens. University of Kentucky Athletic Department made a big announcement this morning. We'll tell you about that coming up on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
So blessed, I'm so blessed. Got this heartbeat in my chest. It doesn't matter about the rest. If I got you, Lord, I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed, I'm so blessed. Got this heartbeat in my chest. It doesn't matter about the rest. If I
It's important to hire a professional because you want a quality, trained, and licensed person working in your home. All of my staff are factory trained and have years of experience. With today's technology in heating and air conditioning systems, you want a trained professional working on your system. Our motivation to provide our customers with the best service is years of experience. We've been in business for 35 years and we plan on being in business for another 35 years, so we want to make our customers happy.
All right. We ready for story time? Yes, Warren?
Mrs. Turner, for your last day, we would like to tell the story.
Okay.
Once upon a time, in this town, a little girl named Meredith Turner was born. And she grew up right here.
She went to this very school and graduated right here. She went away for a short time to learn to be a teacher.
But she came back to teach right here.
She got married and raised a family right here. Our moms and dads had you as their teacher right here.
And we do too. So right here, we'd all like to say,
We love you, Mrs. Turner!
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Coach Harden joins us coming up in a few minutes. Our softball coach at Elizabethton. Also later on, Coach Bill Robinson is going to join us from Milligan. It's basketball camp time. We'll let him talk about that when he gets here in a little while. They are now signing folks up. Hello, Angie Wilhoit. Baker says, you like orange creamsicle? Does a cow give milk? Of course I love orange creamsicle, yes. And I love those burgers. And I love the eggnog milkshakes. Woo! Up there at Barker's. Hello, sir. How are you?
Hey, good. We're going to have to hurry. I'm getting kind of hungry listening to all this good food stuff.
Man, I'm telling you. Here's the music man. I said this last night on the broadcast. First time I ever met him, we were doing a Teeny Duggar football game at Brown Children's Stadium. And you hear the same old garbage all the time. The rap, you hear AC/DC, Highway to Hell. And if you read the book, you don't want anybody going to hell. And so I'm thinking, this guy pops in. In fact, I knew you, but I know you're the music guy. He pops in, Wild Cherry, play that funky music, white boy, and came right back with, oh gosh, what was the one you played? It's the Temptations, My Girl. And he broke out of something else, and I'm thinking, this guy knows how to play music. He is the music man. He did the music last night. You did some good stuff too.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, so that's how we met. And it morphed into, by the way, I do insurance. I said, really? And he started advertising with me. And he, at one point, he never pressured me. At one point he said, He just simply asked me down at his old location. He said, "Why don't you let me quote your insurance?" I said, "Oh, okay, what the heck?" He now has my car. He has my home. It's bundled together. Happy camper. John Sheldon, his right-hand man, his wingman, does a wonderful job. So this man is the the defending number one agent in the country. Horace Mann. Not in Tennessee, not in the South, the whole country, right?
So far.
Probably from last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. The reigning champ, if you will. So hello, Pete Welch. Hello, Rick Peters. Hello, Jessica Grider. We're going to talk to your daughter's coach here in a minute. So, Horace Mann Insurance. Let's hit this right here. Let's see what we can come up with as a commercial. Talking to our buddy Rick Walters, one of our great sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Spring of 2025 auto insurance. What do we need? What do we have to have on our policy to make sure we are properly covered?
Well, one of the things you want to do, a lot of times people compare prices. They say, oh, this insurance company's cheaper than this insurance company. But what you want to really look at is your coverages and make sure that you're comparing apples to apples. I'll have clients come in and they say, well, I'm only paying this amount. And I look at their policy and they've only got $25,000 per accident coverage on theirs, which simply means if they were to get into an accident and hurt someone, their insurance company's only going to pay $25,000 for the injuries of that person, to fix their car, to do those sorts of things. And that would barely get you in the door of the emergency room if something like that were to happen. And so what we want to do is review your coverages, make sure that you've got the proper liability insurance on there to start with, because a lot of people don't realize this, but you drive around with everything you own in the trunk of your car, and if you get in an accident, your retirement plans, your house, your cars, everything could be subject, your income, it could all be subject to garnishment and taken away from you if somebody wins a big lawsuit against you and you don't have enough coverage. And so we always try to take care of that first. You could buy a $25,000, $30,000 car much better than you can recover from a $250,000 lawsuit. And so, people are really concerned a lot of times about their cars and making sure, oh, I've only got a $100 deductible or a couple $100 deductibles. But something like that can be easily fixed, easily remedied. But when you have a lawsuit where somebody's injured to the point that they're going to be out of work for years and maybe never go back to work, you're going to have to compensate those people somehow.
So there you go. So if you're not happy where you are with your auto insurance, give this man a call, because I promise you he'll take care of it. He took care of me. I switched over from the XYZ company before, got more coverage, more bang from a buck for less money. So he can help you. What's the phone number to call?
543-0059. That's area code 423.
423-543-0059. Rick Walters, Horace Mann Insurance, proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. There you go. Just did a commercial. Good job. So now, homeowners, let's run down that real quick. Springtime, storms, rain, floods, water, washed out basements, run the gamut. Homeowners insurance, what do we need to have on that to make sure we're covered?
Well, the most important thing you can do on your homeowner insurance is make sure your house is insured to value. And what that simply means is we look at what it's going to take to replace your house. We call it the bricks and the sticks. How much does that cost? Now, you might have an appraisal of the house, and if you go to try to sell it, it might be worth, say, $600,000. But that's including 5 or 6 acres of land that it's on, and so that's not going to be replacement cost of the house. What we're looking at is maybe $300,000 to rebuild the house, same square footage that it is right now. And so we want to make sure that you've got your house properly insured, because sometimes somebody would just say, hey, that's $600,000 is what Zillow says it's worth. We need to put that much insurance on it, when you really don't. You just need to cover that, because the land's not going to burn up and disappear, but like your house would if you were to have a fire.
Very well put. So there you go. 543-0059 is the number to call to get more information about homeowners. Do you do renter's insurance?
We do renter's insurance, and we also do landlord insurance. So if you've got some rental houses or some Airbnb houses and that sort of thing, we could insure those also. We could also insure your toys, your RVs, your boats, your
jet skis,
your ATVs, four-wheelers, those sort of things. We can also put coverage on. Or if you have some real nice jewelry and that sort of thing, you might want to make sure those are insured properly in case they get lost or stolen.
They're on Hudson Drive here in Elizabethton, very close. I mean, it's conveniently located for anybody right off of G Street here in Elizabethton. 543-0059, the number to call. You get a live body, either he or John or somebody there will answer the phone in office for you. Switching gears, he's part of the Cyclone Touchdown Club, and we're selling mulch. We had the big push last week, sold a bunch. We still have some left. What's left over?
Yeah, we've got a lot of black. We've got some brown mulch. We've got pine bark mulch and pine bark nuggets. So if you're in the market for mulch, please contact one of the Cyclone football players or one of the coaches or myself. Just shoot me an email on the Cyclone Touchdown Club website there on Facebook, and just tell them how much you want, and we'll make arrangements to get it to you. And you can pay it Venmo. You know, we've got a Venmo account where you can just pay it right over your cell phone. And so we've got that going on, and we also have some hats for sale the Touchdown Club's doing. I needed to bring you one. But they're kind of unique. They say E-Town across the top, but the words are written backwards and upside down. So
Really?
they look really cool. We kind of stole that from the Vols. They have their hats. It spells Vols backwards and upside down. So we've got E-Town hats that the Touchdown Club's selling for $40 each. And so I should have brought one in. Let you see it.
You're going to laugh. It's 16 weeks from tonight. It's football season.
All right.
Let me give you the exact date. I got it on my phone. I got 2 dates to drive people nuts, and it does. How many days till Christmas and how many days till football? August 22nd, you're at 119 days. There you go.
All right.
And then I'm sure you want to know how many days till Christmas, so you can get me a present like you did last year. 243 days till Christmas. So, but
there you go. Yeah, I can't wait. I enjoy playing music at the stadium. You know, sometimes I play it too loud. In fact, Coach Witten got a phone call from somebody in Lynn Valley one day, wanted me to turn it down. But we try to have a good time and
Absolutely.
make it fun for the kids.
You set the atmosphere in the games. Absolutely, you do a great job. Thank you for stopping by, sir.
Hey, no problem.
There again, he's my agent, and as I said, jumped over from XYZ Company. How long you been in the new office?
5 years now.
Okay, so 5 or 6 years ago, jumped over, and my auto insurance and my homeowners are bundled together, get a great rate. Anytime I have a problem, I don't have very many. Anytime I have a hitch, it's a phone call, and he's on it, or John's on it, John Shell, and they do a great job. So if you're not happy, in closing, how many folks out there never hear from their agent? They never sit down, because things change. People pass away, kids are born, you get divorced. You know, you adopt kids, whatever the case may be, you downsize, you upsize on your home, and you never hear from your agent. Is that pretty common, unfortunately?
It is, and we try to touch base with everybody once a year. We send out emails and said, hey, look, come to the office once a year. Let's review your policies, make sure nothing's changed. And we call it an annual review. Mm-hmm. And so we try to do that for everybody at least once a year.
Life changes. What you have now, what you had 6 months ago, may not need now, or you may need more than you had. If you now have if you had a child, you got to add, for whatever reason, your circumstances, and you never hear from your agent, give him a call. He would love to sit down with you. All he wants is a shot, right?
That's right.
All he wants is a shot. And look, he's the #1 agent. How many horseman agents in the country?
There's about 3,000. Every school system in the United States has a horseman agent assigned to it, and so I have 5 counties here in East Tennessee.
Carter, Johnson, Sullivan, Unicoi, Washington.
That's it.
There you go.
You know it by heart.
I can do it in my sleep. I believe in the man. He does a great job. So out of 3,000 agents in this country, I'm sitting beside the #1 horseman agent in the United States for 2024. And he's on his way to, he's real close to being again this year, repeating. So that means he gets it done, takes care of the customers, takes care of you, and he takes care of me. So thank you, sir, for coming by.
Thanks, Tom.
Yep. Quick break. We'll be right back. Coach Ken Harden joins us talking softball. And I got this story about Kentucky. I'm telling you, it's every day we wake up and something different. And so now the University of Kentucky may have just created a template for college sports. We'll tell you about it next on the Tom Doe Sports Show.
The greatest labor-saving device of the 21st century is here. It's the revolutionary grocery delivery service from Food City, powered by Instacart. It's perfect for busy professionals, moms on the go, or anyone looking to have more free time. Just shop online for the same fresh meat, farm fresh produce, and all your grocery needs delivered straight to your door. Visit FoodCityDelivers.com.
great sponsors on Cyclone Football. Again, the great folks at Ivy Hall Nursing Home. Joseph Taylor, tell us what it's all about.
Yes, sir. We specialize in short-term rehab or long-term care. We accept all major insurances. We accept Medicare, Medicaid. What we really love is people that come in that have had a knee replacement, hip replacement, come to Ivy Hall for some inpatient rehab. We have physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy. We have a full-time respiratory therapist. And Tom, you can see I'm a big guy, so you know I like food. I know good food, and Ivy Hall specializes in home-cooked meals, three good meals a day. You can catch me every day right at the door getting my tray myself.
There you go. That's awesome. How do we find out more about Ivy Hall on social media?
Yes, sir. We have a Facebook page, Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Facebook, or a website, ivyhallnursing.com.
One of our great sponsors, folks. Glad to have them on board. Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. And back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Hello, Amy Whitson. How you doing, lady? Hello to Denny Smith, D-E-N-I. I hope I'm saying it right. Caitlin Harrison. Rick Ranson down in Florida says it's mid-80s and sunny or cloudy at Pensacola. Hello, Rick. Hello to Lisa Wilson. Jessica Grider. You know Jessica Grider?
I do know several of those people there you're talking about.
There you go. They want to see Coach Hart. They don't want to see me. They want to see you.
No, we know better than that.
Pete Welch. Hello to you, sir. Rick Peters. Let's see. Ann Brown. Angie Wilhoit up in Bristol watching. Thank you. And let's see. Get one more here. Michael Auger. A-U-G-E-R. Now, we got Cyclone Baseball. Last night we had senior night for the ladies. Tonight, weather permitting, we got baseball. 5:10 airtime. 5:30 first pitch against the West Green Buffaloes. Good baseball team. They're 18-5. Cyclones are 18-10, and they are the regular season champions for the first time since 2021. So there you go. Somebody saying good afternoon, Tom. Who would that be? Let's see. It's Amy Whitson. Hello, Judy Gwynn. Hello, ma'am. How are you? Fun night last night.
Oh, it was wonderful. Had a ball.
Yep. Class act. Talked about it last night. Talking about it again tonight. The parents, the Lady Cyclone softball team wanted to say thanks to the Tri-Cities IAM team. Had 3 or 4 girls last night. They were seniors, so we presented flowers to them last night. What a nice touch.
It was. They do a lot for our kids, and they do a lot for other teams and other people too. So really thankful to have an organization that helps us so much.
We're a young softball team.
Very young, very young. Don't have a whole lot of them at drive and things. So, but they've got a lot of heart, and they play hard, and they practice hard, and good things in the future. And we're not finished this year either.
Oh, absolutely not. What I thought was neat after the game last night. It's kind of like a church service. My father used to tell me this. He was right. Of course, he's in glory. He said, if they like the church service afterwards, everybody stands around and talks. If they didn't like the sermon, they don't like the preach, whatever, they're out the door, gone. Last night, after the game, I'd say half the team out there standing around talking and laughing and giggling, so they like each other.
They love one another. We just about have to run them out of the locker room to start practice because they're in there cutting up, laughing and stuff, and it's a joy to hear. It's been a real pleasure to coach this year.
So, we did senior night last night. We beat, again, Tri-Cities IAM. I thought it was very classy of you, the last out on senior night. You put your senior pitcher on the mound. She started the game. You lifted her, put her back. That'd be Miss McDuffie. And you put Josie in at the catch. So a senior threw to a senior, both seniors on senior night, for the final out of the game. Pretty cool.
Those two have been really special to our program. You know, we've run into a little combination thing here with her and Lacey, the little freshman, the little Lacey Gobble, a freshman pitcher, where one of them will pitch part of the game, and the other will finish up, and we've done it both ways, and it seems to be working for us. But first of the year, you know, Josie used to catch Lily all the time, and it's just worked out to where I needed Josie in right field, and she's done a great job for us out there. Had a couple of assists and had a good year, but it just didn't work out, and I just thought of it last second there, and we threw it together and done it, and it worked. It's special for both of them.
Those two were players of the game last night. Also, we had Sadie Williams, went 2 for 4 on that leadoff spot, and then Adrian Heading with a 3-run inside the park homer, could run like a scalded dog.
The youngin can run, and if it's in the air and she's anywhere near it, it's caught. Love for a pop up to go to center field. I know we've got an out.
She can play.
Yes, sir.
Only a sophomore.
Yes, sir.
That's good too, right?
Yes,
Got
sir.
a few more years.
And you know, Sadie's having a really good year. Junior, we've played her at short early in the year, and we've moved her back to third, and it's just worked out that way. You know, you have to do some things here and there to get your people in the best spot. And we got the little Grider kid, little freshman, playing short. She's done a good job for us so far, and things just working for us. We hope they stay that way.
Yep. Tournament's next week. Now, you guys done? You have any more varsity games left?
We have a couple of varsity. We have one for sure. We play Daniel Boone Monday. You know, always scheduled tough last week, trying to get ready for the tournament. And we have what's going to be called a JV game with Science Hill Tuesday at our place, but it's going to be a practice game for both of us to try to get ready for the tournament. You know, Science Hill may be the best team in the area this year, and then Happy Valley got rained out last week, and I'm not sure the status of it. They said they may want to play Wednesday. If they want to play, we'll play, and then we play in the tournament Friday night.
Friday night. A week tonight at Crockett. It was to be at our place this year, but with the construction with the Ryder Center of Athletic Performance, and the beams are going up and all that right there beside the softball, parking and all, it's not, we passed. Crockett traded out with us. We'll have it next year.
They did, yes, sir. Crockett, Coach Delaney down there's a great guy, and you know they've got a really good team this year, and he wanted it, to be honest with you, but it really helped us out. We just didn't have the parking or the access, you know, with the new building, which is wonderful and it's progress, so we're okay with it. But it's good it'll be good to have the extra space, the extra parking, actually the extra bathrooms for when we do the district. So it'll be really nice for us.
Talk about the tournament. Let's talk about the district itself. Top dog is Crockett, is that correct?
Top dog's Crockett, Unicoi 2, we're 3, Tennessee High's 4, and East is 5. But you know, toughest conference around. You know, some really top-notch players in our conference. You know, and for 4A, we've got 3 of the biggest 4A schools in the state in our conference. You know, so that a lot of competition, a lot of good players.
So Crockett's the number 1 seed. You take everybody else and throw them in the bag and shake them up?
I don't know. Unicoi's pretty well. They've had a great year, and they've played really well. But I mean, I think on a given night, you know, anybody can get anybody in this conference. It's been proven a time or two.
So you start on Thursday, double elimination?
Yes, sir. It's double elimination. The 4-5 game is Thursday, and then we the 1-4 or the winner of the 4-5, and then we play second. We play the 2-3 game.
You'll play Friday night in that second game?
Yeah, 7:30. Yes, sir.
At Crockett. It's 7:30. Opponent to be determined?
No, it's Unicoi.
Unicoi.
We know who we're playing. They were 2 and we're 3, and you know that's the thing about a small conference. You know, there's not a whole lot to figure out. You know who you're playing going in, pretty much.
So over the years, obviously the Unicoi Elizabethton rivalry in softball has been a good one, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has been. You know, when I first started out, I don't think they'd ever beat Unicoi, and it took us a couple years to get that done. And it's been back and forth for quite a while now. Been a good rivalry.
The legendary coach Grady Lingerfeld retired, so
one of the best people in the world, one of the best families you'll ever meet. He's done so much for not just the softball program over there. That family does a lot for everybody in Unicoi. They're just great people.
Talking to Coach Hart, you see on the screen Betsy Baseball, so we'll start the tournament next Friday night. We're going to try and get down there and call that one. We got so much up again. We got, number one, do they have the facilities to do that? So to accommodate us, we'll see. We're going to talk to them about it. If we can, we'll be down there to stream the game. It'll be audio only, I can tell you right now.
Yeah, I can say that. Our parents are listening there. We're not allowed to video anything, or, you know, I think if you tape delay it, it's $100 not fine, but fee per game, and if you go live, it's $200 per game. So they can't even do it on Facebook or anything like that. And you know that, but I'm sure some of our parents don't know the rule on that.
TSSAA, $250 a game to stream it, just to flip the camera on, which is ridiculous. Now I can take it even one step further. You got me on. I got fired up about this the other day because the TSSAA is in the crosshairs of the state government. They're going to possibly either dissolve them or take them under their wing and make them have more accountability and transparency. So that's what's being talked about in Nashville. But to stream a football game, a tournament or a playoff football game for anybody, not just Elizabethton, $750 a game.
Oh, it's unbelievable, and you know
it's absurd.
It doesn't cheat them. I don't think they lose that much of a gate or anything because of it. The people you're really hurting are the older people that can't get out and watch their kids or their grandkids and things. You know, and you said you had 1,000 hits on our softball game last night.
Yep.
Imagine a football game, how popular it is in Elizabeth, and the people that would watch if they could.
Facebook sent me the stuff. In fact, I asked that very question about a month ago. I said, go back and tabulate, and they did. So on Facebook and YouTube on a Friday night, on the average of our football games last year, we had over 18,000 views. So There you go. And it never goes every week. In fact, I had some last night. Thank you for streaming it. We couldn't get there. Grandparents couldn't get there. And so I get that all the time. So,
oh yeah, and you know our fans are wonderful when it comes to that. They'll watch other sports. And they support the kids, and they're there. They're all the time watching. You know, you just tune in. I don't miss many basketball or anything like that, but if I do, I'm always trying to listen to you.
Yeah. So for them to charge, which they are, we're in Rome. Got to do as Rome's do for now. Maybe it'll change. So if we are doing softball next week and baseball, for that matter, anything postseason, it'll be audio only for that very reason. $250 a game. You multiply 7, 8, 9, 10 games in the course of a softball and baseball postseason. Because the key is to get on the run, get all the way down to the spring fling. It costs money. So we'll do audio only on the tournaments next week. And we hope to be there next Friday night. It'll be Unicoi County. It'll be, I mean, you played them twice in the regular season?
Played them twice. We've lost twice to them. So we're hoping little payback there.
Yep, absolutely. That is the name of the game. Go into it with the intent to do what? Just win, baby. So that's good. So, great. I do this every time. We talked about it last night. If you missed the interview post-game last night, ask Coach, grade your team right now. A, B, C, or D. Where are we?
I say around a B. You know, we're this team's growing up. This is a special group of kids, and like I said, they love being on the field, and they love being together, and there's nothing like coaching when you've got that. So anything's possible, you know. And there's some very good teams in our conference. Anything could happen, you know. Tennessee High's got a couple of the best hitters I've ever seen. You know, the Wilhoit kid can kill it, and you know, Unicoi got good pitching and good hitting, and Crockett's got everything. They're just overall a really good team. So, you know, anything can happen on a good night. And you saw how Sadie's hitting it, how some of our younger kids are hitting it, and we've been playing a lot of small ball lately, and it's been working for us. You know, the kids have been getting down the bunch, running the base as well. So you never know.
Toot the horn for your coaches. Who helps you?
John Snodgrass is the assistant, one of the assistants. He does our defenses, and he's one of our main hitting coaches. And then Coach Pierce is our he handles all the conditioning, all the warm-ups, all the things. Both of them do a tremendous job. They've been with me for a while. Don't know what I'd do without them. And then we've got Ashley Easteps, our head JV coach, and she does a great job with that. It's really good with the kids. And then Annie Willis is our pitching coach. We've got quite a few there, but it takes a lot to put something together and to do what we do.
So off this weekend. Next game will be Monday. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. We're gonna practice Sunday after church. We're not gonna do it during church or anything, but we're gonna get them back together. And prom weekend, you don't fight prom as a softball coach. You know that. But we've got both for seniors. We've got a few juniors, maybe even a couple underclassmen going. So we're gonna let them have a couple days and have enjoyed. And I've already had 2 or 3 of them text me and ask me if they could work out after school today. That's how dedicated and motivated this group is.
And obviously, with only 2 seniors leaving the team this year, we're not done yet. But that tells me that next year, we got a lot of them come back where you should be loaded, shouldn't we?
A great future. We've got a couple of kids at T.A. Duggar that can really play. You know, we've got some help coming in the outfield, some catching help. We got a pitcher that's going to be really good for us. So a lot of positive things for us. And you know, we've T.A. Duggar's had a good year this year. They worked very hard, and you know. Both coaches there ask us what we want, things like that. It's good to have cooperation like that.
Absolutely. It's the name of the game. So, because ultimately the middle schoolers play the high school, so why would you not have the same mindset? Because they're feeding you these kids, so that's kind of a no-brainer.
You know, another TSSAA rule that kills us, they consider it recruiting if we even talk to our middle school kids. So my middle school people out there don't think we're not watching and paying attention to what you're doing, but Coach Wilson told me a long time ago, if they come in to use your building to hit, that's wonderful if they're on your field, but you don't need to be there. I don't know how it can be recruiting inside our own school system, but they call it that, so we just we stay away, and you don't get to do a whole lot with them, but you know how that is.
It's absurd what that is.
Yes, sir.
So if you talk to your kids or be coming to your school next year as 8th graders, incoming freshmen, you can't talk to them because it's recruiting, but they're coming anyway.
Oh yeah, they're coming. They're already here, and a few of them are paying tuition and things. You know, I could understand that rule if I'm going down Happy Valley and hanging around and talking to their kids, but it's just a different world now.
It's called the TSSAA. Enough said. Coach, thanks for coming, sir. As always, let's go get them. We'll talk to you next week. So Monday at home, is that correct?
Yeah. No, Monday's away, and it's a 4:30 start. We've got a couple of early games next week. Just the way the big conference, the 4A, they play all theirs at 4:30, so we're gonna go over there and play what they do.
At Boone, Monday.
At Boone, yes, sir.
There you go. Thank you, sir, for coming.
Thank
Go
you.
Cyclones. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. A game changer. University of Kentucky Athletic Department. Tell you all about it next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Tom Taylor Sports Show got a brand new product. Tell me what's going on.
We sure do. We have contactless Visa debit cards, and some of you all have been asking and wanting to know, when are you going to implement that? We are hitting the ground running. So right now you can get your free instant issue contactless debit cards at Northeast Community Credit Union, and that's just another form of payment. So you've got the mag strip on the back, you've got your contactless, invisible, what you want to call it, if you want to pay that way for tabless, or you've got your chip. So we're just staying up to date with all the things, and we listened to you. So you wanted that, and that's what we can provide. And we've implemented it with hard work, behind the scenes, a lot of teamwork, effort, and come get your contactless Visa debit card today.
Available now.
Yes.
At all locations. Our locations are?
They are in Rome Mountain. They are in Elizabethton, one in behind Elizabethton High School, our main office. And then we have one off of 19E in Elizabethton. We have one in Johnson City off of West Oakland Avenue.
Social media, how do we find you?
You can find us at Facebook, Instagram, or BeMyCU.org.
And the magic main number is?
423-547-1200.
Brand new product from Northeast Community Credit Union. Proud sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports.
This is Pastor Fallow, Pleasant Beach Baptist Church in Elizabethton, and we'd love to have you come be with us. You and your family be with us on Sunday. I'm standing here in the lobby at our visitors table, our welcome table, and there's packets made up with tells you a little more about the church and get acquainted card, and then also a mug and some things in there for you to take with you to remind you to pray for us. And we've got a place for you and your family. We want you to come. Our goal is for you to know the Lord Jesus Christ as your Savior. But beyond that, to find your purpose and contentment in life of knowing Him, walking with Him, and serving Him each day. And so we want you and your family to come be with us Sunday morning, Sunday night, or Wednesday night. We're looking forward to seeing you soon. You can find a little more information about us online at pleasantbeachbaptist.com.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show again. Thanks to Coach Hart for stopping by. We're back here ready. Let's talk about, we've been telling you, we want to tell you what it is that Kentucky is doing. I think it's a game changer. As I told you, every time we come on this show, it's something different in college sports. And here it is. Kentucky will ask its Board of Trustees today to approve a plan to convert its entire athletic department into an LLC. A move the school says will position it to adapt to the new climate of collegiate sports. It's called Champions Blue. That's the name of the school's proposed LLC. Will allow Kentucky to create a public-private partnership and raise funds and handle expenses as collegiate sports shifts into the new era. Interesting. A board composed of business and professional sports experts will advise athletic director Mitch Barnhart and the school president under the proposed model, which the school is calling one of the first in Division I sports. I'll answer your question. Could give the school, University of Kentucky, access to unorthodox revenue streams like real estate as collegiate sports undergoes a transformational shift with schools. Under the terms of the House settlement. Interesting, is it not? Yes, it is, to say the least. The public-private partnership could give the school access to unorthodox revenue streams like real estate. The House settlement, we talked about this earlier in the week, it's not, the judge won't sign off on it yet. So it's up to $20 million to athletes who may also still have the opportunity to capitalize on outside NIL deals. So they're going to get double dip. Schools want to pay them, and they can cut their own deals. Wow. The school said the proposed model, which would make the athletic department a holding company, is one it has used outside athletics to acquire a pair of local hospitals in Kentucky. The school has. Kentucky, one of the most financially solid schools in the country. The school's athletic department generates more than $166 million in revenue, according to the U.S. Department of Education data. So that is a game changer, to say the least. University of Kentucky voting today their athletic department to go into an LLC, a limited liability company, will give them an opportunity to purchase, as it says, real estate, come up with different kinds of revenue streams, real estate being one of those. As I said, every time I come do this show, virtually every day there's something new in college sports, and today that's the name of this company is called Champions Blue, allowing the University of Kentucky Athletic Department to create a public-private partnership and raise funds and handle expenses under the umbrella of an LLC. It's crazy. It's nuts. But it's here, and it's not going away. All right, NFL draft coming up, rounds 2 and 3 tonight. So we took Ashton Jeanty from Boise State. The Raiders did. The big buzz about this whole, and I don't get it. You have to help me out there. Send me something. Tell me why we are all concerned about Shedeur Sanders. That's all I heard about. Nobody took him. Okay. Nobody must think he's any good. I mean, let's face it. All these schools or these teams are that needed quarterbacks. Nobody picked him. Why do you think that is? Because they don't think he can do it. I don't care what his daddy says or anybody else says. And they retired his number from the University of Colorado for what? I mean, for what reason? The guy didn't do all that much to have his jersey retired. You have a problem with him? No, I don't have a problem with him at all. But I don't get the buzz. That's all I saw this morning when I got up to research and prep for the show. Oh, Sanders didn't get picked. Okay. They must not think he's any good. If you have 32 teams and nobody picked him, you know, Bill Robinson sent beside me as my next guest. You know, he has a chance to draft Tom Taylor, you know, and all these other teams to draft him, and he didn't do it. Guess what? They must not think I'm what they need. Hello, it's real simple. But it's like they've done something wrong because they didn't draft the guy. So, it's crazy. Anyway, rounds 2 and 3 tonight at 7 o'clock. And so the NFL, they've been working this up for a couple of months, and man, it was big last night. And do you see the sea of people as you watched it outside Green Bay, Lambeau Field? As far as you can see, it looked like a rock concert. So I'm sitting here thinking, wonder how many of those people will be at church on Sunday. Whoo, there you go. Well, you bring that to me. Baker, you're so sweet. I don't care what Scotty says. I like you. You're a sweetheart. Creamsicle? We're getting ready to talk about the camp. Baker, you're the best. Love you, Baker. You're awesome. Brought me a creamsicle shake. How about that? All right, let's go back to Shedeur Sanders, and we got Coach coming and talk about basketball. I'm going to get his take. NAI is a different entity than NCAA. But it's changing every day. I mean, it's hard for me to keep up with it. But now you got University of Kentucky, the athletic department, creating a LLC. But am I right, the Shedeur Sanders? Oh, I was talking about the gaggle of people last night there. How many of those would stand outside in Green Bay, Wisconsin on an April night for a church service? Let me think. Probably not a whole lot. Some would, not a whole lot. So kind of puts things in perspective for me. Quick break. We'll come right back. He's here. We'll get his take on several things. But he's really here to pump this camp. I will tell you again, I get nothing for this. I just believe in the man and what he does. If you're looking for a basketball camp, In fact, Baker just said she's hoping Creed goes this summer. If you're looking for a basketball camp, and you want one where your kids are going to be having fun, taught the game. So I've got a daughter and 2 granddaughters who come through his camp. Just telling you, it's a good one. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Coach Bill Robinson, Milligan University basketball next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're back. We're ready to go. Andrew Lewis, Northeast Community Credit Union. Readers are winners. Year number 2. We're jacked up to do it again this year.
We're so excited.
Yep, we are excited. And so it's a chance for these kids at Eastside Elementary, Westside Elementary, and Harold McCormick Elementary win some cool prizes for reading. What's going on?
The first 9 weeks, we're going to be giving out those cool water bottles. Second 9 weeks, T-shirts.
T-shirts with a new design.
Absolutely, new color, all that fun stuff. The third 9 weeks, we're going to have a sweet new sticker. We'll get more into that later. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Whole point is readers are winners. Year number 2 at the 3 elementary schools and Elizabethton City Schools. Thanks to Northeast Community Credit Union. They're paying for all this to their corporate sponsor, and we love them for doing that. The bottom line is leaders are readers, readers are winners. Year number 2, getting ready to get started up soon, like right now, right away, for all these youngsters, again, at Harold McCormick, Westside and Eastside Elementary. Big thanks to the Northeast Community Credit Union for partnering with us to do Readers Are Winners in Elizabethton City Schools. Aaron Kaiser, from Physical Therapy Services. So one of the things you guys treat is fibromyalgia. Tell me about that.
Yeah. So a lot of times the best thing that you can do for people that have fibromyalgia is get them moving and moving in a comfortable way that they feel safe and that they feel comfortable and like they have control of the situation. So we have the anti-gravity treadmill, the Alter G, where we can offload them, get them moving. We have the new step, which they like because they're not full weight bearing. They can adjust that. And overall, just patient education, teaching them how to move in that pain-free or that more comfortable way for them.
Yeah, good stuff. They offer a lot of services of physical therapy services. How do we find you on social media?
Facebook, we have an ortho clinic that has a Facebook page and then a pediatric clinic that has a Facebook page.
They've been with us since day one. Proud sponsors. I love promoting these folks. Again, Dr. Danny, Dr. Justin Smith, Dr. Sylvester, Dr. Aaron, and all the other great folks. Sponsors of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports Physical Therapy Services. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, we're live here, joined by Coach Bill Robinson. Let me sell a few groceries real quick. You like watermelon?
Love watermelon.
Watermelon's 99 cents at all food cities. Get 153 stores now. We're into Alabama hot and heavy. That's the new expansion is into Alabama. Of course, we're here, Tennessee, home office in Virginia, Kentucky, Georgia, and now Alabama. Jumbo baking potatoes, $4.99 for an 8-pound bag today and tomorrow. These are deals for days. If you're a connoisseur of Pepsi products, you've got the cubes, 24-pack, 12-ounce cans for $10.99. Limit 2 today and tomorrow. And one more. In fact, I got them right here. The Nutty Buddies, the Little Debbie Big Pack snack cakes. You want to be my Vanna? There you go. For $2.99. There you go. You could win this.
I love Nutty Buddies. They're awesome.
Well, that's my gift for you being on the show. You got them. I'm going to let you have them. I'm going to let him take them. He gets them, Nutty Buddies. Barb like them too?
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Chocolate peanut butter and wafer.
Amen.
Doesn't get any better than that.
That's my treat. I'll get that for you. So we will, as being a guest on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, used to like to watch The Price is Right. You got a year's supply of turtle wax. Something you only wax your car once a year, maybe twice. You get a year's supply of turtle wax. So you get a big pack of Nutty Buddies to be on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. College sports, it's nuts. I just had this story about Kentucky's going to go. They're trying to get their board of trustees to approve to convert the entire athletic department into an LLC. It's something every day.
Every day.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's just getting out of control.
And you're a coach, on the NIA level, and you've seen it down on your level too.
Mm-hmm.
So, where does it go? Where does it stop? NIA is a total different entity than the NCAA, right?
Correct.
Governed totally different.
Totally different.
But as a basketball guy and a basketball coach and a basketball junkie, and sports junkie for that matter, Division I, I mean, where does this thing stop, or does it stop?
It's not going to stop, and it's, to me, it's the rich getting richer and the poor getting poorer. But just found out today, St. Andrews, who's in our league, is closing next week.
Closing down?
Closing down. The school is closing down next week. Limestone, Division II, just closed. They're closing at the end of the semester. So what's happening is people are seeing and saying, oh, there's all this money in athletics. There is at the highest levels, but it costs money at these at lower levels, you know, for us to be able to get kids to come and to feed them and clothe them and travel, and it's very expensive. So it's a perception that there's all this money out there, and it is for those Power 5 conferences, but it's not anywhere else. So it's a real struggle right now to figure out where the balance is, and it's trickled down to us. Our two best players both have eligibility to come back next year, have both entered the transfer world. We don't have a portal at the NAIA level, but you know, they're getting their names out and trying to go somewhere else. And I'll be honest, I mean, they're good players at our level, really good players, but I don't see them. They can get on a roster, but I just don't see either one of them having the impact that they would have at our level.
We went to the national tournament this year. Milligan University Buffaloes is watching. Thank you. Appreciate that very much. Hello to Rick Ranson down in Pensacola watching. Megan Manny, that's a new name, watching. Thank you, Megan. So it has trickled down. And so last year we come off the year that we had Milligan men's and women's basketball, but in particular yours, you're the head coach of the guys. And so a couple of your guys have said, we're going to test the waters. And so it has trickled down to the NAIA. Do you think this will trickle down to high school too?
Oh, yeah, it definitely will. And the thing that's hard for me is that you develop relationships and you're trying to build program, not just a year-to-year team, a new team every year. And that's what it's coming down to. And your recruiting has to change, and you have to change the way you recruit, and you have to change the way you treat your own guys. You have to constantly be recruiting your own guys. I'm old school. I still want it to become, you know, the end to a degree, a college degree. And, you know, you get guys going. I heard a kid that's in the portal right now who has been to 4 high schools and 4 colleges and seeking his 5th college, 9 schools in 9 years. How are you supposed to get any kind of education, quality education, if you're moving every single year? That's what's the hard thing. The hard thing also is to have kids come in your office every day, give you a hug, tell you, you know, that they love you, but I want to leave. It's hard to understand that.
Wow. So how do you coach? So I'm putting myself in your shoes, and not even you. Let's go up to the big boys, because NAIA, in my opinion, is big. I love this guy and the Milligan Buffaloes, but if you go up to the big boys, I mean, I would think it's a constant, maybe I'm wrong, a 24/7, you recruit to get them, then you baby them to keep them, and make sure they don't want to leave, and then once they start looking around the transfer portal, you got other schools ringing their chimes trying to get them to leave. So am I right? It's a constant, you get them, and you got to play defense the whole time to keep them.
Yeah, there's no relaxing, and that's the hard thing, 'cause it's not what I signed up for. The coaches I talk to, it's not what they signed up for either. But this should be a time where you're working summer camps. That's what we're here to talk about, and getting a chance to maybe go mow your lawn and sit by the pool a little bit and get a chance to relax. And you know, we've got 3 or 4 guys coming today. We've had open gyms every day this week, and had multiple recruits every day, and it just doesn't stop. So I still think we want to build programs. We just talked about that. The Division I guys, they have them all summer, so they can start implementing their system stuff right away. We get 6-8 weeks. You know, we're not allowed to touch a ball until, you know, they get here, and actually it's not until middle of September we can actually practice. So it does affect how much we can put in. I like to run a lot of different stuff, as you know. It's hard to put a lot of stuff in when you have a brand new team and a brand new system, and you only got 8 weeks to work on it.
They were exciting to watch and exciting to call this year. We're looking for another big year next year. Will be some different faces, obviously. There's some roster changes coming for the men's team, unfortunately, so it is what it is. But so St. Andrews is in North Carolina, Limestone is in South Carolina, right? So both those schools are actually closing down.
Yeah, closing.
So I'm like shutting the doors.
Yep.
Wow. I thought maybe you're talking about the athletic department. You're talking about the whole school.
The whole school. Yeah.
I mean, what? Based on what? Just can't get
finances,
the kids?
just the finances of it, and
wow.
You know, you get to the point where, like St. Andrews, it's been there a long time, and the upkeep and facilities and just not getting enough students to come to that size school.
Interesting. Sad.
Sad.
So that changes. There'll be one less team in our league next year, right?
There will be, and Kentucky Christian left, so we're
Down
adding.
two.
Spartanburg Methodist is coming in next year. We added Columbia this year, and there's been some anticipation of some changes, but this is not the changes I think they were anticipating. I think they were thinking schools will be leaving conferences or changing conferences. Now the NAI has gone back to one division, but it's a constantly changing landscape.
Milligan University's in the hunt for the last check or fourth in the country in the Learfield Cup. They won. They just got done winning the AAC Men's Track and Field Championship. Swim team did well. The bowling finished third. Men's basketball team went to the national tournament. Ladies went to the national tournament. So across the board, Milligan Athletics is very, very strong right now.
Yeah, we had our version of the ESPYs called the Buffies on Wednesday night, and just the team of the year award was incredible because I think we had 3 or 4 teams that had done stuff they've never done before in the history of the school, and they didn't even win. So it's incredible. Baseball had a great year last year, went to the national tournament for the first time ever, and of course our women and men, advanced farther than we've been in a long time. So it's a great time to be a Buff.
Always a great time to be a Buff. We love the Buffs. If you want to take your camera with you, take your phone with you. If you want to go someplace that looks like a Norman Rockwell postcard, any time of the year, but springtime on the campus of Milligan University is absolutely gorgeous. Dogwoods are blooming. Redbuds are blooming. I mean, it really is. Looks like a postcard.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's a great time.
Yeah. So afford yourself to come and drive through the campus. I mean, it's open all the time. So drive through and take some pictures, and because it is beautiful right now. What's the little thing right outside you first come into the little? I call it the little dam. It's not a dam.
Yeah, I got a little gazebo there.
Yeah.
And, just it's Buffalo Creek just running
Buffalo
through.
Creek?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Awesome. A little gazebo.
Yep.
Very, very nice. He's here to talk about the camp. Let me go ahead and say it. I endorse this man, what he does every year. As I said, I had 2 granddaughters and a daughter come through. They love the camp. And for the money you pay, which is not a lot to begin with, your kid will have a blast at the Milligan basketball camp, guy or girl. So I've set you up, set the table. It's coming up soon, isn't it?
Yeah, 5 weeks from this coming Monday. We've got about 150 kids already signed up, registered to go. 3 weeks. First one is June 2nd through the 6th. And then we have 2 weeks in July. So, I love camp. I was told as a young coach, you'll get tired of camp over a period of time. I don't. I love it. I think it's a lot of fun. Love spending time with kids. Love just being able to run around the gym with a bunch of kids in the middle of summer. So we have a great time.
Some camps you go to, because I've heard this, the name on the camp, you never see the guys whoever's coach's camp, you never see them. They got assistants running it, and that's okay, I guess. But this man's camp, he's there. He's out on the floor. He does a devotion every day, a little 5-minute challenge from the Christian Challenge. So I know that firsthand because I'll come out and do the shows out there, which we'll do again this year too. We'll pick a day to come out and broadcast. And those little kids out there, the bouncing the balls, go to the break and they go to the canteen and they have a blast. And they go up and eat at the. That's one of the biggest things these kids like. You take them up and let them eat at where the college kids go down the line of the dorm.
Oh, they love the cafeteria.
Cafeteria?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They go home and mom and dad will say, what's the best thing about camp today? So I got to eat all the pizza I wanted to.
That's it. They love it.
They love it.
Ice cream, all of it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's coming up. You got, 3 sessions?
3 sessions, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. All on campus, right?
Yep.
Steve Lacey, sometimes he's done satellites. This year he's going to stay on campus.
Yeah.
And Steve Lacey Fieldhouse is awesome. It's, again, Christian's come on board, the new athletic director's on a lot of cosmetic changes. Got more coming. So it's awesome. So how do we get signed up for the Milligan camp, and what are the ages?
Yeah, ages are 7 to 17, and we split them up into 3 groups, 7 to 9, 10, 12, 13, and older. So we got 3 groups, so you're not competing 7-year-olds versus 17-year-olds, obviously. So and they compete in shooting competitions and drills and games and things like that. But the website is just milliganbuffs.com. It's our athletic webpage. Go to Inside Athletics. You'll click down and see camps. And, of course, I'm not the only one doing. There's baseball camp. I think there's soccer camp. There's a lot of different opportunities on campus, so it's not just me. But love to have, kids come out and just be on campus and we want them to get excited about their sport. We also want them to tell them a little bit about Jesus and get them excited about Milligan as well. So that's the goal.
How many years have you been doing it?
Oh, this will be 16 years here,
16?
And it's probably close to 30 years total doing camps. I love it.
16th year at Milligan.
Yep.
So you got to figure through 16 years, some of those kids who come to as campers, ultimately came and became students, maybe student athletes in Milligan, right?
Well, we had one last year who used to, came to camp as a 10-year-old and came and played JV for me and graduated last spring. So when you see guys like that, it's very fulfilling for me to see young kids grow up and become college students and then move on and now be part of society and have a degree. It's pretty cool.
MilliganBus.com is where you go. Inside Athletics, scroll down, click on the camps. She's reloading the watermelon right there. They've already sold out of the watermelon once. She's putting a new batch out. They're 99 cents today and tomorrow. So in closing, what again, as a coach and as a basketball guy, again, here's the story. Change it. There's something every day. University of Kentucky Athletic Department asking their Board of Trustees today to convert its entire athletic department to an LLC. So now they want to have a pool of $20 million for their athletes at University of Kentucky. And then the athlete can also go out and cut their own NIL deal. So this is nothing more than a minor league for professional sports, right?
Yeah, I think Gino Auriemma said it best. I mean, we just need to stop calling it student athletes and having this illusion of an academic side and just call it, a minor league sports or call it pro sports, whatever you want to call it. But the thing we have an NAI kid and he's a good player and now he thinks he can get NIL money because he sees everybody else getting NIL money. It's not reality. As of Monday, there were 2,200 kids that have, just Division I kids that had entered the transfer portal, and only 30% had actually found a place to play. So what are those others? And if you're not signed now, chances are going to be a little less that you're going to find a place to play. So it's just, and that doesn't include the Division II, Division III, and NAI kids that are have declared too. So I think it's just a mess, and I'm not sure there's a way to fix it.
So out of those 2,200, only 30% have found a home. Is that what you said?
As of Monday.
So the kids that have went into the portal are not going anywhere. Are they allowed? Can they come back to school, or would the coaches want them back?
I have some friends that have had kids go to the portal and then come back, and then left again. So it's up to the coaches. I know there's a lot of different pieces, and people feel different ways about it. I'm hurt. I'll be really honest. I'll be very transparent. You spend so much time with these kids on the floor, in the classroom, on the bus, in your office, and then to have kids just want to leave, it's bothersome. I think it's just not the way. We never thought about transferring.
No.
I scored 1,000 points in my first 2 years of college too. Never once thought about transferring. I wanted to stay there and win with the teammates that I had and play for the coaches that I committed to coming out of high school. And I never thought about leaving.
But it's come to the point it's not about we, it's all about me.
Right, and the scary thing I saw a quote, and I won't get it right, but the essential part of it was you had a player at the Division I level say it's gotten to the point now where if you don't go to the portal, it's almost like I'm not worthy enough to be wanted by somebody else. So if I'm good enough and I want to feel worthy, I have to go in it, because the guys who are not going are viewed as not being good enough to go into the portal. That's how sick it's gotten, that my worth is all based on me leaving.
So it's a self-esteem thing.
Absolutely.
For me to think I'm any good, I need to put my name in the portal.
Because they want to put it on their Twitter or their Instagram or whatever, their social media is, that, I'm good enough to get into the portal and leave. And the reality is anybody can get in the portal if they want to.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean you're any good.
Wow. I could go put in the portal.
Sure. And you'd probably get some interest. Somebody would call you.
Not too many, I wouldn't take.
If you put how tall you are, somebody would say, "Oh, okay."
Okay, let's give him a shot.
Yeah, let's get some film on him.
Yeah. Sad. MilliganBus.com for the camp. Don't wait, because she fills up. At some point, you'll max out. You go, 150 kids per session?
Yeah, we had just over 110 average last year for each session. That's about the number we like. We don't want to get too much many more than that. The first week of July, or the first camp in July 7 through 11, we've got already 70 kids in that camp. So that one's going to be close to filling up. So if you want to get in that camp, I would say sign up pretty soon.
Go to MilliganBuffs.com. Inside Athletics, scroll down, pop camps, get signed up right there.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
Great job, sir.
Thank
you. Always a pleasure. Loved calling his games last year. It's a lot of fun. They're going to add some more bells and whistles to make Saturdays even more exciting for Milligan basketball at Steve Lacey Fieldhouse. I know there's some plans to do that for next year. The ladies went to the national tournament. The guys went to the national tournament. The cheerleaders went and won awards. I think the dance team won some awards.
Yep.
So it's a good time to be a Buff, and it's a school of 1,200 kids. That's the neat thing. It's not like there's thousands. You got 12 right at roughly 1,200 kids on campus. When's school out? It's pretty soon, isn't it?
Last day of class today.
Is it really?
Final start Monday, and we'll be done. Graduation is a week from tomorrow.
Wow.
So it's quick. Spring semester flies by.
Yeah, something like this the other day, we're bringing them back for back to school. Now we're sending them home
Yeah, it's
for
crazy.
the summer. All right, we'll take a quick break. We got more sports right after this from Food City on show number 2275. They said it wouldn't work. Today is show number 2275. By the way, let me say this. I'm very proud of this number. Went back and tabulated the volleyball numbers and the Milligan basketball numbers. I didn't. Facebook and YouTube did. Sent them to me. Had over 37,000 views to watch Milligan sports. And we're going to do more next year. So we got baseball next week. You think? So they're all running. Yeah, baseball tournaments next week at Hunter Rice Stadium in Kingsport. So we got some of that coming too. So we're very excited about what we're doing, what we're going to do going forward with Milligan University sports here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
These are the hands that planted the seed and pulled the weeds and fixed the engine and harvested the crop and loaded the truck. But of all these hands do, nothing is more important than being a good neighbor. From the farm to Food City, local produce is all in a day's work.
We're proud to help our region move forward and help reopen every business we can.
Antique Mall with over 50,000 square feet of merchandise. We have about 52, 53, give or take, vendors with different items. We have a great selection of everything from antique, which is over 100 years, to vintage, which is 25 years, and then we do have a little bit of new things. We concentrate on the vintage and antique items. So you can find just about anything for yourself, for your home, and gifts. We have a lot of people that take gifts for their grandparents. They remembered they had them, and it's with their family.
Hours are open.
We're open Monday through Friday, 11 to 5:30. Saturdays, 10 to 6. Open late for the car shows and anytime they have special events in town.
Need Place, one of our great sponsors of Cyclone football, Duck Crossing in downtown Elizabethton, proud sponsor of Elizabethton Cyclone football. And back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We are live here at Food City in Elizabeth on the Food City Friday. All right, let's take a look at the NBA last night. How'd that go? You had the New York Knicks defeating Detroit by 2, 118-116. Knicks now lead 2-1. Oklahoma City up 3-0 over Memphis. They beat them by 6, and the Nuggets got hammered last night. Clippers lead them 2-1. They got beat by 34 points. 117-83 got blown out last night. The Nuggets on the road. Tonight, who plays where? Hello to Susan Baker. Hello to you, Gwen Huff. Betty Gonzalez. Trumaine Lofton. Thank you all for watching. NBA tonight. Celtics 2-0 in Orlando to battle the Magic. Must win with the Magic at home. Or for the Magic at home. Indiana, the Pacers up 2-0 in Milwaukee to battle the Bucks. Their backs against the wall are the Bucks. And the Lakers tied at 1 apiece. Will go to Minnesota to battle the Timberwolves tonight in the NBA playoffs. So Boston and Orlando, Indiana, Milwaukee, and the Lakers in Minnesota in the NBA tonight. National Hockey League from last night. On the ice, Florida goes up 2-0 over Tampa Bay. Toronto skates past Ottawa. They're up 3-0 now. Vegas and Minnesota. The Wild win 5-2. They lead Vegas now 2-1. And Winnipeg's up 2-1 over St. Louis. The Blues won last night, get their first win. They beat Winnipeg 7-2. 7 goals in hockey's like 40 or 50 points in Basketball or football, it's a blowout. 7-2 to win the Blues last night over Winnipeg. Tonight on the ice, Washington up 2-0. Skates in Montreal against the Canadiens. Carolina up 2-0 tonight in New Jersey. In L.A., the Kings up 2-0 the best of 7. They skate tonight in Edmonton against the Oilers. So that's what's going on there. We'll take a look at Major League Baseball coming up here in a moment. NASCAR weekend, they're back on the track. They're being off for Easter. They race tomorrow on the Xfinity Series, the Ag Pro 300 at Talladega. Then on Sunday, the Jack Links 500 at Talladega. They'll drop the flag at 3 o'clock on Sunday for that one. And let's take a look at some of the stats and figures for the NASCAR race. We'll take a break. We got local sports coming up. We also will take a look still yet at the Major League Baseball schedule for this Friday. 9 of the last 16 races at Talladega have ended with the last lap pass. So it's a nitty-gritty, down-and-dirty racetrack as far as how it's decided. 9 out of the last 16 races at Talladega have ended with a last lap pass in the race. 48 different drivers have won the pole at Talladega, the active this season. Christopher Bell, 2. Chase Elliott has 2. Michael McDowell, 2. He's won the last 2 poles, by the way. Austin Dillon has 1. Denny Hamlin has 1. And Ricky Stenhouse Jr. has 1. Active winners at Talladega. Brad Keselowski was 6. Ryan Blaney has 3. Joey Logano 3. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. 2. Kyle Busch has won at Talladega twice. Chase Elliott twice. Denny Hamlin twice. Tyler Reddick once. Ross Chastain once. And Bubba Wallace once. 3 current drivers got their first win ever at Talladega. Brad Keselowski back in 2009. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in 2017. And Bubba Wallace won there. First race he ever won, was at Talladega in 2021. So that's what's happening. Ready to go. Joey Logano, one of only 2 defending champions out of top 5 finish so far through the first 9 races. It's interesting. Logano winning it. Why did they stop doing 1 o'clock starts in NASCAR television? TV's driving the bus. They want it later in the afternoon to capture, they feel like, some of the church crowd getting home. They're missing them if they wait and start them later in the afternoon. That's what I was told. Hello, Travis. How you doing, sir? Played his wife's national anthem yesterday. She sang. We recorded it and played it. Brad Keselowski finished runner-up both Cup races in 2024. He leads them with 6 as an active driver. Denny Hamlin, the only driver to finish on the lead lap in all 9 races in 2025. He's having a heck of a year. Consistency for Hamlin. The only driver to finish on the lead lap in all 9 races in 2025. And Brad Keselowski finishing runner-up in both races at Talladega last year, and he leads the active drivers with 6 wins. So they'll drop the flag at 3 o'clock on Sunday at Talladega, the Jack Links 500 at Talladega Super Speedway. Tom Taylor Sports Show. Here's some more goodies on sale today and tomorrow at all Food Cities. Food Club peanut butter, 40-ounce jar, 2 for $5. JFG Mayo, it's grilling season. JFG Mayo, mayo for your burgers. And for anything else, $2.49 for a 30-ounce jar. Hudsonville ice cream, $2.99. Limit 4. There it is, Hudsonville ice cream, limit 4. There's your Powerade. $1 a bottle, 10 for 10 at all Food Cities. 28-ounce bottles, $1 a piece, 10 for 10. Little Debbie snack cakes. Got mine right here. Little Debbie snack cakes, Nutty Buddies, the big packs. How much are they in the big packs? 24 bars for $3. Whoa, it's 80 cents a piece, right? 24 bars, Nutty Buddies. Got all the big packs on sale. Little Debbie's at all Food Cities today and tomorrow for $2.99. Any of them, fudge rounds, oatmeal cream pies, whatever you want. Nutty Buddies got them on sale. Woohoo! We love it. Couple of more specials. The fresh baked chocolate chip cookies, has got those out of the Bakery Deli. Shannon brought those to me, $3.99. You have cheese and crackers. That's right over there on the wall. The cheese and crackers for $2.49 today and tomorrow. Boy, did we live off these growing up. Mrs. Paul's fish sticks. Good night. That's a blast in the past. $3.99 for Mrs. Paul's fish sticks. 18 to 24 ounce package for $3.99 at all Food Cities today and tomorrow. And one more, the Boston Market Meals. Frozen selected varieties, 4 for $10, limit 8, today and tomorrow. Hello, lady, how are you? I'm doing great. It's Nick Miller's grandma, assistant athletic director. And Dietz and Watson pre-sliced meat or cheese in the Bakery Deli at All Food Cities, $4.99 today and tomorrow. So that's a look there. Quick break. Come right back. We'll take a look at Major League Baseball and local sports. One of our local coaches going to be named to the Tennessee Sports Hall of Fame, which is long overdue. I called his games the first year he was in town. I can tell you, long overdue. Yes. And we'll tell you who that is, and we'll talk about that right after this from one of our great sponsors, Big John's Closeouts on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. The cabinetry, tell me about that.
Oh, yes. Yeah, we sell a lot of cabinets. We've got a number of different vendors we buy from Matrix to Vision to Pro Select. Every cabinet pretty much that we order, and even our unfinished stock, are all wood cabinetry. So you're not having to worry about particle board sides, particle board backs, drawers that are made out of particle board that if they get a little wet, they start swelling and coming apart. There is a lot of different finishes and styles, from flat panel to raised panel to, real decorative, even the special colors, the navies, and we've even got one now that's close to a Carolina blue, if you're a big Carolina fan, as far as that goes. And, you can get a lot of different amenities. You can get the soft close doors and drawers. You can get pull-out trays for trash bins and things of that nature. And, there's just a lot of different options. We can come out and measure for you if you would like, do a computer layout, give it to you that's got a frontal view, a top view, side views, however you want to look at it, and things of that nature. And, and also if you need us, we can deliver the cabinets right straight to your job site and you're ready to go.
Customer service, folks, what it's all about. Be loyal, buy locals who are thinking of cabinetry. Think Big John's Closeouts. What's the general phone number?
Well, they can call us at 423-542-4755.
And on social media, how do we find you?
At BigJohn'sCloseouts.com, and also for cabinets in particular, they can email questions or even their layout or, just general information that they want to know to cabinets at BigJohn'sCloseouts.com.
There you go. And they're even open on Saturday. The hours are open during the week, Monday through Friday?
7:30 to 6 and Saturday 8 to 4.
There you go. Be loyal, buy local, support this gentleman, and of course the money, when you spend it there, he turns right around and spends it right back into our economy, coming to Port Trask, putting gas in his car, going out and buying clothes for the kids, grandkids, whatever the case may be. The money stays here, and it's got really the domino effect. So it stays right here. Be loyal, buy local, support this gentleman and his great company. We do. Again, Mike Barnett and the good folks at Big John's Closeouts, proud sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. And back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, the creamsicle milkshake is really, really good. Way to go, Baker. It's awesome. Thank you, man, for bringing that to me. You're very sweet. Hello, Jennifer McKenzie. Hello to Betty Gonzalez. Hello to Paula Berry. Hello to Amanda Franks. How you doing? Debbie Rasnick. Hello, Deb. Travis Constable, Paula Berry, Teresa Bravo. Jerry with a G, which would be a female, Jerry Gratton. Thank you for watching. Quinn Huff. Who else here? Deborah Huggins, and Laura Fountain. Travis says the ending is the best, but God is better as we miss the ends. Yep, the ending is the best. Well, I got you, yep. So, yeah, they pushed it back in the afternoon. to capture more of the church crowd, referencing the start time for NASCAR. All right, Major League Baseball, who plays where? Good series. There's, 3 or 4 coming up this weekend? One of those being in Chicago, the Cubs and the Phillies, 2:20 this afternoon at Wrigley. The Yankees in Toronto tonight. That'll be a good series this weekend. Boston will be on the road to Cleveland. That's a good one. And also you have Texas and San Francisco to battle the Giants. Our regional teams, the Braves opening up a series in Arizona. Red-hot team, the Diamondbacks. They are red-hot. The Diamondbacks have won, 6 out of 10? For Arizona, they've got on the hill Zach Gallen. Chris Sale will go with the Braves tonight. Cincinnati, the other local team, the Reds will be in Colorado. Kyle Freeland for the Reds and Andrew Abbott will go with the Redlegs in Colorado tonight. So the Phillies and the Cubs, the only day game tonight under the lights. Baltimore, Detroit, the Mets in Washington. Toronto and the Yankees. Yankees lead Toronto by 3. Toronto has lost 5 in a row and 6 out of 10, but is still in striking distance. Yankees have won 7 out of 10. They'll play that one in Yankee Stadium. Boston and Cleveland. Red Sox have won 6 out of 10. Cleveland's won 6 out of 10. Both in second place in the respective divisions. Red Sox trail the Yankees by 2. Guardians trail Central Division Detroit. Central Division leading Detroit by half a game. So that'll be a good one tonight. We'll play that one in Cleveland. Houston and Kansas City. The Astros are hot. Astros have won 3 in a row and 7 out of 10. They're starting to make some noise in the AL West. Angels in Minnesota. The Cardinals hosting Milwaukee. Miami and Seattle. The Padres hosting Tampa Bay. We told you the Braves in Arizona. Chicago, the White Sox against the Athletics. It's 2 of the worst teams in the league playing. Chicago is 6-19. The Athletics are 12-13. The Pirates in L.A. to battle the Dodgers. In Texas, we said at San Francisco. The division leaders heading into the weekend. The Yankees, again, lead the Red Sox by 2 in the East. American League Central, Detroit leads Cleveland by a half game. In the West, Seattle and Texas are dead even, and the Astros are right there. They're a half game back, so that's a real tight division in the West in the American League. In the National League West, that's tight too. Padres lead the Dodgers by a half game, and lead the Giants by half game. The Dodgers are 1 game back. In the East, the Mets, the hottest team in baseball, have won 7 on the road. New York is winners of 8 out of the last 10. They lead the Phillies by 5 games. The Cubs in the Central lead the Brewers by 3. As we said, the Padres and the Giants are dead even in the West. The Dodgers are 1 game back. And that's your National League schedule for this Friday, April the 25th, 2025. So let's take a look at some high school sports. Travis Constable, thank you, sir, for watching. Let's see, Marie Hume. Say hello to some more folks. Teresa, we said hello to Teresa. Amanda Franks, Jennifer McKenzie, Trish Yarmanchuk. Not sure I'm even close to that one. Let's see if I can put on the Food City glasses. Let's see what we got here. Oh, I can see it now. Y-A-R-E-M, Yaremchuk. Trista Yaremchuk, Stacy Poe, Jen Williams, Amber Miller, Robert McGrady, Kelly Nixon, Kenneth Kirby, Liz Peters, Lauren Stanley. Thank you all for watching the show. Long overdue. George Pitts, longtime coach, currently 77 years old, athletic director and boys basketball coach at Providence, over 1,100 wins as a college and high school coach, 3 state championships at Science Hill and 4 straight at Brentwood Academy, 7 straight championship or 7 total high school championships. Went on to coach at King and had a school record 299 wins there. So George Pitts will go into, and he should, long overdue, into the Tennessee Sports Hall of Fame. That is awesome. And well deserved. Had him on the show last summer. Trying to get him back on the show. He's a plethora of information. I mean, this guy can tell story after story after story. He said the coach that had a lot of influence on him was the late Charlie Bayless at Happy Valley, which I thought was very interesting. All the coaches he would be around and was around, that Charlie Bayless, the one that had much influenced him as anybody, which I thought was very, very kind and very interesting to say the least. Not that Charlie didn't deserve it. Coach Bayless was gone, but he's been around a lot of coaches, and he said him, and that's a great compliment to Charlie Bayless, and deserved it, obvious. Let's see, baseball, senior day. Daniel Boone. Crockett beats him 7-5. And that was on senior night at Daniel Boone. That's a big rivalry, of course, between those two in Washington County. So Crockett goes to Gray and gets the W. It's awesome. So I've told you and told you and told you we call their games. That's the best. They're 11-18 now. That's the best 11-18 team I've seen in a long, long time. They can play. And they're going to make some noise in the tournament next week. Guarantee it. So Crockett wins that one. On the softball side of things, is this lacrosse? Yep, lacrosse. Kept trying to read about the goals. Yeah, Science Hills 13-6 over Dobbins Bennett lacrosse. Science Hills 6-6. Dobbins Bennett 0-9 in lacrosse. It's interesting. That's come into the high school levels here in Tennessee, Northeast Tennessee, which I think is great. Let's run down baseball from yesterday. How do things go? Crockett beat Daniel Boone 7-5. University of Iowa over Cloudland 11-3. Dobbins Bennett beat Greenville 4-1. West Green beat Knox Carter 4-3. Johnson County beats Unaka 7-5. And Gatlinburg Pittman baseball shuts out Happy Valley 3-0. Today's baseball games. West Green at our place at 5:30, still on. We're going to find out at 2 o'clock whether we're playing or not because of the weather. If we do, we're going to air at 5:10 with the broadcast and 5:30 first pitch for senior night. Daniel Boone at Tennessee High, Sullivan East baseball at West Ridge, North Green at Chucky Doak. Cherokee plays at Dobbins Bennett tonight. Unaka at Gatlinburg Pittman, University High at Virginia High. Victory Christian at Crockett. Science Hill hosting Unicoi County. Cloudland at Johnson County, and Happy Valley baseball will be at Volunteer tonight. All weather permitting, a lot of rain supposed to be coming. Softball from yesterday. Of course, our game, it was 8-2, Elizabethton defeating Tri-Cities IAM. Players of the game, Lily McDuffie, Josie Reese, Sadie Williams, and Adrian Heading. Had to pick 4 last night. All 4 did very, very good. Hello, Kelly Nixon. Hello to Brad Cook. Hello to Joe Robinette. Hello to Debbie Galvani. Softball from yesterday. Again, East over Unaka 11-7. Chucky Doak beat West Green softball 18-7. South Green shuts out Johnson County 16-0. Hampton softball. The Lady Bulldogs beat Happy Valley 13-3. North Green beat Cloudland 9-7. Daniel Boone softball 14-4 for Morristown West. Greenville beats Cherokee in softball 6-4. Tennessee High over Richlands, Virginia 4-3, and Granger beat Claiborne 14-1. Now your softball today, weather permitting. University High at Hampton, Unicoi County softball at Daniel Boone, Johnson County at Cloudland, Happy Valley at Science Hill, Cherokee at West Ridge, Volunteer at Morristown East, and North Green will be at Greenville in softball for today. Soccer from yesterday, Science Hill beat West Ridge 8-0. Cog County 10-2 over Cherokee in soccer, and Hardin Valley beat Greenville 7-1 in soccer. Today's only one on tap. It's Knox Christian will be at Providence Academy in soccer. In Northeast Tennessee, Southwest Virginia baseball. Yesterday it was Union beating John Battle 10-3. Today you have baseball. You have Twin Springs at J.I. Burton and Rycove at Castlewood today in Southwest Virginia baseball. Softball from yesterday. John Battle's ladies beat Union 7-3. Softball in Virginia today. Twin Springs at J.I. Burton and Rycove's Lady War Eagles will be at Castlewood today. And one soccer for today, boys and girls. Gate City plays at Lehigh tonight at 7 o'clock in boys and girls soccer in Southwest Virginia. That's a look at what's going on there. So, as the Lady Cyclones last night and tonight, it's the guys. Senior night last night for Lily McDuffie and Josie Reese. Tonight, it's the gentlemen. 5 seniors will honor. If we can't get it in tonight, we'll play on Monday against Unicoi County, the regular season finale. and we'll have senior night then if we can't get it in today. But that game is still on until we're told otherwise, which we're supposed to find out at 2 o'clock if we're going to play or not. So there you go. Quick break. We'll be right back. We'll run down one more time what's happening in the world of sports. We'll get ready to step away right after this from Brummett Sports Shop on the Tom Douglas Sports Show. Brummett Sports Shop in downtown Elizabeth with your favorite school's T-shirts, polos, or hoodies. They can put your school, church, or company's logo on lots of different styles of hats, including Nike and Richardson and now Travis Matthew. Windbreakers, sublimated shirts, pullovers, koozies. They can order for any area school and your favorite team. Dry fit sleeveless hoodies, Nike dry fit t-shirts, women's and toddler sizes. You can order any uniform for any sport, including the pants or shorts from Brummett Sports Shop. And they always have a clearance rack to save you money. Plaques, trophies, medals, and ribbons, and all the engraving is done in-house. And they offer hard-to-find Letterman jackets of your favorite school for guys, ladies, and now elementary and middle school athletes too. And they offer all the different sports patches as well. Brummett Sports Shop, downtown Elizabeth, and Facebook, Instagram, website, BrummettSportsShop.com, phone 542-2321, Brummett Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton.
It's important to hire a professional because you want a quality, trained, and licensed person working in your home. All of my staff are factory trained and have years of experience. With today's technology in heating and air conditioning systems, you want a trained professional working on your system. Our motivation to provide our customers with the best service is years of experience. We've been in business for 35 years and we plan on being in business for another 35 years, so we want to make our customers happy.
Great sponsors of the Tom Douglas Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Folks, never been here. What's going on at the Eagle Center? Tell me about it.
Well, we have so many good things going on. I have wonderful vendors who keep their booths stocked fresh and organized and neat and with new things all the time, great prices, a great selection. We have 2 floors and almost 50 vendors, and you won't see the same thing twice.
A waiting list to get here, downtown Elizabeth, the Eagle Center. Again, it is open, what's your hours?
We're open 10 to 5, Monday through Saturday.
Mm-hmm. Closed on Sunday.
Closed on
Pretty
Sunday.
obvious. So, anything you want, again, what's your little catchphrase you always say?
Things tell a story when people no longer can.
Mm-hmm. So, what's the neatest thing about the Eagle Center? You own the place. What do you think is the neatest thing?
There's so many neat things. You know, so many people have this idea of what an antique store is. We have a little bit of new, a little bit of old, and a lot of in between. It's clean. It's not musty and smelly. It's well lit. It's fun. I mean, there are so many things here to add character and conversation to your homes, gift ideas. We could go on and on. It's a really great store.
How do we find you on social media?
You find us on Facebook, the Eagle Center Co-op, and then on Instagram, it's Eagle Center Antiques.
And the magic phone number is?
The number is 542-6674.
Here you go. One of our great sponsors in downtown Elizabeth and the Eagle Center. Proud sponsor of the Tom Douglas Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. And back at the Tom Douglas Sports Show again. Hello, Rick Barker. How you doing, sir? So let's run down some of the specials going on right now in Food City before we get out of here. One of the things out there right now, have you tried it? It's the new Blackberry Dr. Pepper. If you've tried that or not, there it is. There's a sale paper at Food City. You get them in regular or zero sugar Dr. Pepper Blackberry. Going to try that this weekend. I'll report back Monday and let you know how it is. The creamsicle shake the Baker brought me is very, very good, by the way. Really good. Thank you, Baker. It's very kind of you to do that. Fresh produce straight from the farm. Here we go. Vidalia onions, 99 cents. Exotic fruit bowls, $4.99 at all Food Cities this week. Shortcut snack cups for $2.99. Green cabbage, 69 cents a head. You have tomatoes on the vine for $1.69. That's some of the produce specials. Then you look in the Bakery Deli part of the ad. You've got, of course, she was here to tell you about the apple or cherry turnovers for $4.99, made fresh every day. Italian bread for $3.99. The Panera soups we talked about, 2 for $9 at all Food Cities today and tomorrow. Oh, no, that's all the way through Tuesday. This is the through Tuesday ad. Fresh garden salads made fresh every day for $5. There you go. You get a big old salad, too, for $5. Fresh baked half pies. She talked about those for $5. The made fresh in-store fudge, $7.99 a pound through Tuesday at all Food Cities. And then out of the meat department. Yeah, good time to be grilling out. You've got the prime top sirloin steak for $7.99. You've got fresh cod fillets, $9.99 per pound with your Food City value card. Johnsonville bratwurst for $5.99. Hillshire Farm smoked sausage, $3.99 at all Food Cities through Tuesday. And then you have, here's your ground chuck for $2.99. Wow, it's a great deal. $2.99 per pound, 80% lean ground chuck at all Food Cities. Good time to be grilling out. Hello, Pam Green. Hello to Marcellus Barbie. Rob Aquino. George Cooper, Pam Green watching the show. Rick Barker. We say hello to Rick. Some of the folks watching. Jim Henson, thank you. So, let's run them down for you one more time before we get out here. Jumbo baking potatoes, 8-pound bag for $4.99. Sliced seedless watermelon right over here. They've already restocked once. They've been on the show. Been selling the whiz out of them for 99 cents. You have the Cubes, 24-pack, 12-ounce cans of Pepsi products, limit 2 for $10.99 today and tomorrow at all Food Cities. Powerade, 28-ounce bottles, 10 for $10 or $1 a piece. There they are, today and tomorrow. Hudsonville ice cream, $2.99 for a 48-ounce container. Food Club peanut butter, 2 for $5. Little Debbie snack cakes, $2.99. There's your peanut butter on the left. On the right is your Little Debbie snack cakes. There's Lux beans. How much of those? Your fingers in the way. 89 cents a can. JFG mayo for $2.49 a jar. Also the barbecue sauce, Kinder's barbecue sauce, or JFG mayonnaise for $2.49 at all Food Cities today and tomorrow. So that's just on the front side of the sale paper. On the back side, Bluebonnet spread for $2.99. Betty Crocker fruit snacks for the kids for $1.99 for adults. Hamburger Helper, 4 boxes for $5 today and tomorrow. Boston Market Meals, frozen selected varieties, 4 for $10. Limit 8 today and tomorrow. And the Dietz & Watson pre-sliced meat or cheese, $4.99 at all Food Cities through tomorrow. So that's some of the specials going on at your local Food City. That's going to do it. Big thanks to our guests stopping by. Shannon out of the Bakery Deli. And, of course, Rick Walters, Horseman Insurance, our great insurance sponsor. And, again, selling that mulch for the Elizabethton football team. Still got several varieties left. Not a lot, but still got several colors left. Black and brown, remember, and red of the mulch. $5 a bag. You can get a hold of Coach Witten or Tony Briggs or anybody in the Cyclone football team and get your mulch while they've got it. It's stacked there on the parking lot of the high school. What's left of it's not much left. So Rick came out and talked about that. We had Shannon from the Bakery Deli. We had Coach Ken Harden from Elizabethton softball. We had Bill Robinson promoting his basketball camp in Milligan University. All those folks help make up the show. Let's wrap it up with the verse today. We always dedicate our show. We'll find out. We have baseball tonight. It's senior night. Weather's a little iffy, to say the least. And 16 nights from this Friday night, or 16 nights from tonight, I should say, will be high school football, Cyclone football. 16 weeks away. It's hard to believe. Here's the verse of the day. It is the closeness of God that we need the most when we're most overwhelmed and are struggling. Are you struggling? Are you overwhelmed with something right now? Only God can take us to a place of grace where we can get through the storms of life. We all have them. Here's the verse today to back that up. Psalms 57:1. Listen to this. Have mercy on me, O God. Have mercy on me, for in you my soul takes refuge and finds confidence and shelter in you. I will take refuge in the shadow of your wings and be confident until the calamities and the destructive storms are past. You need to read that one for yourself. Psalms 57:1. When we need God the most is when we are most overwhelmed and we are struggling. If you're struggling with something, read that verse, Psalms 57:1. It'll be a good one. It'll comfort you. That'll do it. If we're back with you, it's 5:10 tonight. We'll let you know. 5:10 airtime, first pitch at 5:30 senior night. The Cyclones at 18-10 and West Green, the Buffaloes at 18-5. Should be a good ball game if we get it in. If not, then we'll be back with you on Monday with baseball. See what the radar shows here real quick before I jump out of here. Let's see what we got here. What we got? Yeah. I got some rain in the area, yes, very much so. And they're saying thunderstorms at 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock and 5 o'clock. I don't know, but they're going to make the determination here in about a half hour. Let us know whether we got baseball today or not. If not, have a great weekend. If so, we'll see you back here at 5:10 for Cyclone Baseball, video and audio. Until then, we'll say, as always, wrapping up show number 2,275. 25 away from 2,300 shows. We're clicking them off. We'll be back again at 5:10. If not, we'll see you here on Monday. And as always, we'll tell you, bloom where you planted and win or lose. Be good sport, and thanks for watching today's show from Food City and Elizabethton on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Have a great rest of your Friday and a great weekend. See you back here either at 5:10 for baseball or back here on Monday morning from Chick-fil-A here in Johnson, here in Elizabethton. So, see, we're at Monday. You'll be Monday, Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. See you there.